you doing today?
Hi, I'm Lauren.
I'm Katlyn. I'm with NetSuite. I talked to Bobby earlier. He set up this meeting.
Right.
Okay, fantastic. So, as you know, we talked about your customer relationship management, the software that you use, and he said there were a couple of issues going on there. Yeah. So today, I really just want to take a little bit of your time and talk with you about some of those issues, see if we can't find a solution that NetSuite has to offer to get you in a better place with the business.
Sure.
Sounds good?
Sounds great.
All right. So, start off, I just want to really clarify what some of those issues were. So, Bobby was telling me that there were some problems with how quickly that your current system will allow you to expand the business, some communication issues. Can you just talk to me about why you're thinking about choosing a different package?
Well, our current package, we're growing 3.5% a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we wanted to expand more, we would have to get a whole different level to our package. And so what that would do is it would incur huge training costs. It would be very difficult for our salespeople to adapt to it. And also, one of my big concerns with this is that we would have to find a way for our people to communicate with each other, and that's just not possible with our current program. It's not internet-based, it's just in our systems, so it's very hard for us to get real-time data, real-time information communicated to our salespeople.
And does that impact, like the process of actually obtaining a client and making a final sale? Like, because your salespeople can't do it in the field on a mobile device, they have to have the conversation, then go back to the office to get paperwork, and it just draws out that time from initial talk to close?
Oh, definitely. It takes them easily extra 2 hours per day if they're working on one particular client, because they have to go to the office, like you said, they have to go to the office, input the information, get all the information, and then print it off, and then go back. And so it's really difficult to be able to make a sale when it feels so stagnant.
Absolutely, absolutely. And just so I'm aware, are the financial sort of aspects, like actually giving a customer a quote and closing the deal on that end, something that the salespeople can do with your current package, or is that a completely separate system?
Well, they can give them a ballpark estimate, but without the information right there, they can't give them the actual price. So what they end up having to do is going to talk to accounting and finding out a specific price to give them, and then calling and meeting them later.
And that's got to be frustrating for the salespeople and probably for the clients too, not getting to just have that actual estimate right away, right?
Well, it's frustrating for me. I have to pay them for all this extra time, but it's definitely frustrating for the clients too. And actually, we've lost a couple because it takes so much time and they need cleaning now. So
absolutely. And just so I have an understanding of sort of like the adaptability and how quickly changes can be made in your current system, let's say I'm a client and I'm currently on a once-a-month schedule. If my sales rep wanted to change that to once a week, how would they go about doing that? How fast would that happen within your current system?
Well, they would have to call a sales representative. They would have to come out and give them a new quote, or give them a new estimate, and then get back to accounting and find out like what it's actually going to cost the business. And then, because usually we manage this, like we have an algorithm, but it's mostly on a case-by-case basis. So it's difficult to get them quick turnaround as far as pricing quotes go.
Absolutely. And with those, clients that you've lost, with that aggravation from current clients, maybe causing them not to want to increase the amount of services they're getting from you, how much do you think that's cost you, just that lag time?
Well, let's see. I have a total of 25 salespeople, and I'm paying them about $30 an hour. So let's find out.
All right, let's get some specific.
Yeah, 2 hours a day, 25 times 30 times 2, and that's per sale. So and let's say they're making, each of them makes about 3 sales a month. So that's $4,500 a month.
A month? That's insane.
That is insane.
That's way too much money to be spending just on time that's being wasted, right? Absolutely. And with this communication issue, not only is it affecting the sales force, but do you think that's affecting sort of the maintenance people, the people that are actually in the doing the job? Like, do they need that information at the same sort of rate that the salespeople do?
Definitely. If they had information that the client had given them at hand, then that would be a lot easier for them to clean the buildings. It's a lot better to have it with you than to just read it over and then go in, because it's the salespeople who are communicating with the customers, not the maintenance people.
Mm-hmm.
So if they had everything the salesperson had seen and had heard, it would be a lot easier for them to clean, and I'm assuming they would save time as well.
Absolutely. And from a client's perspective, how much more excited about your business do you think they'd be if they knew that anything they told the salesperson would get communicated directly to the actual maintenance team as quickly as they can tell them, so that the next time they clean, it's exactly what they want?
It would definitely help customer satisfaction. I really believe that.
Right? So right now, what I'm hearing from you is that your current system is causing lag time, which is costing you $4,500 a month just in wasted time.
Mm-hmm.
It's affecting probably your salespeople's, morale, and also your client appreciation for the business. It's not making anybody really happy, not you, obviously, if it's diminishing your profits. And it's also affecting the ability of your maintenance people to give the client exactly what they want.
Exactly.
And is this communication barrier something that you think really needs to exist between the different headquarters as well?
No, if everything could be synced up, that would be perfect. That would be ideal.
Okay, so really what I'm hearing from you is you're looking for a system that's going to be able to give you real-time information, that's easily updated, that's connected to a mobile instrument so that your salespeople can do it in the field, and that's going to incorporate some of those financial aspects so that the information they give clients can be accurate and they can get the sale in the books right away.
Exactly.
Okay, well, the good news is that NetSuite offers every single one of those capabilities.
Really?
Absolutely. So NetSuite, one of the fantastic things that people really love about it is that it is mobile. So if I'm your salesperson and I'm talking with you as a client right now, and we decide that this is a perfect situation for you, then I can take out my iPad, my tablet, whatever your company issues, and we can sign the paperwork right away. I can give you a real estimate or the actual quote of what it's going to be, and you can be more confident in what information I'm giving you and decide if you want to close the deal right then.
Fantastic.
Right? Which cuts out that lag time, which may increase the ability of your salespeople to, make maybe more than 3 sales a month, which, how much money do you think you'd be making if they could do 4 or 5 every month?
Making a lot more money.
Absolutely. And, statistically, based on businesses similar to your size, NetSuite is able to cut that lag time in half. So from 2 hours to 1 hour. So we look at that $4,500 a month, it suddenly becomes $225, and that's only on average. If your salespeople really know how to work this system, cut it out completely.
Fantastic.
Right?
That'd be great.
Absolutely. And then again with that real-time information. So because it's mobile, because they can input all the information into the software, your maintenance people are also going to have access to them. So if a client wanted something very particular done during their cleaning, the salesperson can put that in the client's profile, the maintenance people can look at it, know exactly what they need to be hitting to satisfy that particular client.
Great.
Right? Sounds pretty much like exactly what you were asking for.
Sounds exactly what I'm asking for, but I'm concerned. I just want to make sure that I'm really getting as much as I'm paying for.
Absolutely.
So, how much am I going to be paying for this?
So the system is really, there are a couple of levels to it, but we try to customize it as much as possible to your specific needs. So I can give you an estimate of what it's going to cost.
Sure.
But it's a subscription yearly basis sort of system. But given the numbers that we've talked about, that $4,500 a month, if we can cut that out of that and put it into NetSuite, it's going to be paying for itself by the end of the year.
Fantastic. Okay.
Right? It sounds something doable, and we can always make adjustments, if you feel like you're not getting exactly what you want out of the package, we want to add some features, take some things away, to make sure that it's what we're, the best situation for you.
Right. Well, I'm hesitant to make my whole office adapt to this all at once. Is there any way I could do it in maybe smaller steps just to make sure I'm not buying this whole thing and not getting what I wanted?
Of course, it's always a good idea to test things out, make sure it's the right thing for you before you make everybody learn this new system. So my suggestion to you, based off of your business, would be to put it in the Duluth office
Okay.
and the Augusta office.
And the Augusta office.
So do you think that the ability for those branches to communicate easily using NetSuite may help the state business overall?
It definitely will help in the state of Georgia because a lot of these clients, sometimes my Duluth clients, we can't get to them because of scheduling errors, so the Augusta has to cover it. So if I had ways to like make them communicate with each other, that would be really solid.
Absolutely, and your business is growing at a fantastic rate. So if you should open new offices in other states that you're already operating in, you get a better idea of how NetSuite really works, how that synergy can really help your business in a given state.
That's going to be fantastic because Salesforce, it's really hard to expand with it without paying a lot more money. So that will be really great, especially we're growing 3.5% a year. I can see us opening a new office very soon.
Absolutely, which is fantastic and exciting, and hopefully, if all goes well, we can get that new office started with NetSuite right away, so that's just all they've ever known.
We'll see about that.
So I really want to, make sure that we continue this conversation after we do an implementation in the Duluth office.
Okay.
So for a timeline for that, would you like to have us go into Duluth and Augusta sometime next week and do the training?
I would. I'd like you to meet with my VPs of sales just so that they can really communicate with the salespeople in the offices. That's who they know the best. So she's going to be in next week. I think she has time Wednesday, but I can have you talk to her secretary.
Absolutely. That sounds fantastic. We can get you started right away, get this implemented, and you can start seeing the benefits so fast.
Great. Thank you so much, Katlyn.
Great. It was really nice to meet you.
Great meeting you too.
Fantastic. Have a nice day.